I'm gonna do some more on this page. I kind of want to finish it. Um, I'm probably gonna put the music on again and not talk. But I just wanted to show one thing that I did just a minute ago. Because I have the crayon on the shells, I wasn't sure if watercolor would go over it, and I used my the CSY Art Gallery metallics, and I just used one of them and to see like would it stick. And I like these because they're kind of iridescent or whatever, and I thought that would give a nice color to the shells. And so it did. It did actually cling to it. Not everywhere exactly, but a lot of it, which I kind of like that variation on it. That it's not entirely on it, but it's kind of like spotty. So, yeah. So I'm probably gonna play with that a little bit and do that to the shells but I want to work on this guy and finishing her face and these little objects first. And I think I'm going to use these for that. The tinge solid watercolor paints. I love these things. I love the design too. Um, I got time, so I'm going to do it. Um, so, hey Taylor, I was just checking to see if you were live. I checked you and I checked Mary. It's like, no, they're not there, and they're not there. I said, I guess I'm gonna go live. Maybe I'll leave the chat open then for it since you're here. But I might go quiet for a little bit because, like, I'm working with something I don't really know. So I have to. I kind of like will get into like a zone or something like that, and when I get into the zone, I'll be quiet. So don't mind me. Trying to figure out what color to make this guy, and I also don't know precisely. I was thinking that I wanted to make him gray, but put some kind of bluish kind of tone underneath or over or something, or vice versa. Vice versa. C44. Is this one? Where's my paper? I don't know where my other paper is. This was cleaning up my desk too good. I got rid of it. Use it. I just want a small piece. There it is. I'm gonna use this one. I also like how this, well, doing the background with the King Art gel sticks, then I don't have everything going all curly on me, which is kind of annoying and which would make me like stop working on it for like a whole day or something, because I want to let it dry and then also put it somewhere where it'll flatten out, which is like, like I guess something I got to get used to with watercolor whenever I'm going to use them. And let's see, let's use this one. Is this one I want? No. Trying to get used to the whole brush thing with watercolors. This kind of looks like a good one. Oh, we'll see. This one or this one. Icky. Yeah, nothing to it but to do it. It's kind of like how I have to keep telling myself, don't sweat it. Oh, oh, oh. Well, I hope that you can solve the conundrum of that situation soon. I know how that is, trying to put stuff together. Okay, that's not. Is it? Well, it actually is kind of. That'll work. Actually, I got as far as moving the box of those two under desk rolling racks. I got as far as moving the box. I did open the box a little bit, not entirely, and I moved them from one room to the room where I'm probably going to put them together. That's as far as I got. I still haven't opened the box entirely yet, but yeah, gone. Okay, now that's where some of the crayon got on there. I think that's why that's not sticking on there. Which, like, I don't know. We can make it work. One thing I'm kind of trying to figure out, like I said, I'm really like process oriented, and really want to figure out how do these things work. What are their capabilities? What can they do? Um, that's how I approach a lot of things. So I'm kind of like keep doing a little thing, and then I step back and kind of examine it and see, okay, as far as the brush I use, how much water there was on the brush, and all that kind of stuff. It's so funny. I remember distinctly the first time somebody was trying to show me how to use watercolors. And it was my best friend from immediately post high school. She came home from break. She went. We were both supposed to go to FIT. I know I told this story before. We were both supposed to go to FIT, and actually, like I was planning on going, and I was convincing her to go too because we both like to sew and come up with styling things and whatever. And then it turned out like she actually went and I didn't. And so when she came home from break, she would show me the things that she learned. And one semester she came back in what she had an illustration class, and so she was showing me how to use the watercolors, and I was flipping out. Like, I can't do that. It was so funny. And that's still my memory from watercolors until now, recently. When hey Amy. So let's see. I like how that did that. That's a watercolory kind of thing, you know. I like that. Let's do some more. So I'm also seeing like, okay, so I heard like the thing that you want to go from light to dark. I don't remember if that's really the truth or not, but my memory is telling me that. Um, if you're layering things, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. And then what I'm kind of finding, I'm seeing like how the water, because the water is your tool with this, which is kind of what flips me out because water is wild. It's like trying to tame water. That's not something that I thought was my ministry. But I'm kind of feeling that as I'm been working on this. I was working on this part, the way the amount of water and the shape of the brush affects what goes down on the paper. I'm kind of like feeling it a little bit, almost tiny bit. I'm not saying I'll remember it. I'm not saying the results are any good, but I feel something clicking in my head a little bit, even if it fades away tomorrow. But Shnazana would not have thought I'd be doing this today. I know that much. So you, the way you flipped out when I tried to show you what to do. It was funny. Actually, it was her from like when she graduated and she got her, first job in the industry. That was how I found out, about all the industries, like textile industries going to China, because that was where she had to keep going for her job. They kept sending her to China. This was like back in, oh wow, late 80s. So I actually have some things that she had brought back and gave me from being there. I have like a couple silk embroidered pillowcase covers and a few other things that she had brought back for me when she was there. But she said the bad part was that she never really got to go out. She was just would go there, would be in the factory, and she would go from the factory to the airport. She not never got to go out to really explore. But that was like the beginning of like a lot of stuff going overseas. Our textile industry going overseas. That was my first hand experience with that. It's like, why do they got you going to China? You can't stay in New Jersey? Can we get a feel for what? Yep. Here today, gone tomorrow. That's a memory says no. None of space. Hmm. Such a happy little guy. Little seal. Okay, now I know I don't want a whole lot of. I want to get something like this, like here on this side somewhere, but I don't know exactly where to put it. Excuse me, because I'm trying to. Okay, now we're gonna freak out with what that one professor used to always ask me, "Where's the light coming from?" I'm like, I don't know. The light's up there on the ceiling. I don't know. Where's the light coming from? Don't. I would flip out on that too. It's like I don't know. I don't know. Is this a trick question? He ignored me. Bless his heart. He was a good guy. He is a good guy. I was so fortunate to have him for both. I was fortunate to have him for drawing, and I was fortunate to have him for painting. Really fortunate. That was like divine. That was like providence. For real, for real. 'Cause the other guy who taught painting, I don't think he would have. He would have told me I couldn't take the painting course. Probably he was a meanie. Then I wound up with him later for the second painting course. He was mean to me then. That was when the other professor, he was gone by then. Unfortunately, he went downstate to teach. And it's like all these things that I wanted to learn, like about um, gallery shows and preparing for that and how to present and all that other kind of stuff. He wasn't about to tell me any of that. I think it was like a. I think it was another one of those situations because I always seem to have run into this where without training, I was, kind of pretty good, or I had like a kind of a natural instinct for some things, but I didn't even know what those things were because I had no clue. I don't know. I just, give me the tools, tell me how to use them, and I'll, do something. I like color. I like color. I like shapes. That's what I like. Forgive my nasty little rag here, but it's doing the work for me. Okay, that's a little dark, but I don't think I'm gonna fuss at it too much. We can, um, we got water. We can do something with it. There we go. Just add more water to it to dilute it. Yeah, so I didn't learn those things that I was hoping to from that class. Um, yeah, he was a meanie. He really was. This was weird. Weird, not in a good way. Not very friendly either. Okay, I like that. Looks kind of like like when you see people they said they've done a wash or whatever. Not I don't know how to do that, but that's kind of like what it looks like to me. Okay, so we gotta let that dry a little bit. Because I think you deal with this kind of in layers, but you still have to watch how much water you use when you go on with another layer. I would assume. So I could do more on her hair because initially I was going to make her hair red, and then the color that I wound up putting down is like, that's not the color I thought it was, but I like it. And it actually works. So then I started going into the yellow, but I think I want to put a little bit of brown in her hair. But then I like how the yellow looks against the green, so maybe I won't. And maybe I'll just do pencil in there. I don't know. I need to do a little, let's see. We could do some shells, or, we'll find something else to do. Oh, what color do I want this little thing? This little thing. Let's look for a color. So the Jolly Tea Drinker, I saw her notification for her live tonight at 9. Or 9, it's 9 Eastern Standard Time. It's like, so 9 my time. Do I want to use that blue? Gotta check and see if Annie's gonna go live. So now Wednesday was kind of her day. But like I've lost track of so much from like, the last, days of work, last weeks of work when it's like so intense. It's like I can't think about anything else. I can't keep anything else in my brain but all the stuff that's bombarding me from that. And so I don't know. That's why I'm live 2 times in one day, and I can't remember when I went live before that, but not that long ago. Because when I can come on, I will, but when I can't, I won't. It's kind of like, okay, these are some interesting colors. Hmm. Hmm. Let me let them sit there for a while. I'm gonna finish something on her hair. Like I have to figure out what to do with in there. I don't know what to do with that. But in the meantime, It's so quiet. Yeah, I've been had some friends come over, so they're out in the garage. And come downstairs and see, oh, truck's parked on the lawn. It's happy hour. And I made fried cabbage, but I made it like I was cleaning out the freezer the other day, this week, and I found some things that like it's like, oh, I forgot this was in here. Let me see if this works. Oh, it's for it's tonight. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so that's the place to be tonight. Thank you. See, I miss so much, and I can't. I still keep forgetting what day it is, and all other kinds of stuff. It takes me a while to get my mind right after the semester is over. I think that's why I kind of feel like I kind of feel like my body's just like not. It's like a slow crash, just like coming down from the adrenaline of all that craziness that happens for me in May. Happy birthday to you too, Amy. Cool. So I have to make sure I look at her wall and see if her live is there. Sometimes I get confused with her channel because it's like I can't remember. Like, does she have two channels, or did she change the name of her channel, or I don't know. I can't remember. I know stuff happened and I can't remember what. And I know one she has like something for her nonprofit, but then I was having that problem when I was trying to post the short with the hashtag buddy birthday buddy color, and it's like one was coming up and I'm like, is that the one? And then I'm looking at my document that I have where I saved stuff, and I was like, well, that's not the one that's not the channel I have on there. And I don't know, I was getting all the way confused. It's like, just get it there somehow, some way. You know it'll get to her. But the thing that I didn't like about when I posted that gnome picture, the original song I had on there was a happy birthday song. And it's by a group called Altered Images, who actually originally was like a kind of a post punk new wave band, pop kind of sound. And then they went on to be really popular on Nickelodeon when Nickelodeon first came out. Um so I posted that song with my short, but then they gave me like a copyright thing, and they says, well, certain people in certain countries will not be able to see your video, blah blah blah. I'm like, huh? I don't know. That I found that weird, and I'm like, well, what countries? So then I had like 81 views or something on it, I think, but like I just like deleted it and re-uploaded it and put some other random song on there. Oh, not your birthday. Okay, that's funny because Blue Skies did the same thing with me that I did when I posted the birthday buddy color. She thought it was my birthday. I was like, nope, not mine, not yet. It's Annie's. Yeah, so I was kind of disappointed because I thought to me, that song actually kind of, it really fits Annie to me, that happy birthday song. So I really wanted that on there, but like YouTube won't let me be great. So I may have to post it on my wall. Maybe I'll post it on my wall today and at Annie, so I can like give her the song that way. Okay. I am always in Periwinkle. Have I touched this Periwinkle yet? I'd be surprised if I hadn't, because I love Periwinkle. But I mean, I need to like chill on the Periwinkle a little bit, probably. But I can't help it. I like it. Okay, but maybe we'll start with. We'll use a blue. I'm being real random. Shoot, I'm gonna do gray all over. I don't know if I like this. Oops. Well, that was a little dark. It's okay, we'll make it work. And what I'm noticing with the watercolor that it is in some ways similar to oil painting in that you can push the color around. It's just that you use the water to push the color around instead of the paint itself being, kind of juicy because of the oil. I don't know if I like that. I think I like the white better. And that's a problem. Not a big one though. Hey, all else fails, I go over the whole thing with Prismacolor white. How about that? Okay, I think I'm kind of trying to see if what I was thinking was true about that. No, I guess not. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Just covered over what I did, but that's okay. I'm not worried. You don't learn if you don't try. And I really was like, I kept looking at this picture and wanting to color it, and I kept thinking, but I don't want to use pencils. I want to learn how to use watercolor. So, oh, there is a white. Let me get it though. Way up there. Well, actually, no. I'm crazy about lilac because I want a true lilac, true lavender in the pencils, and that's what I like get all uptight about. But as far as favorite colors, like periwinkle was always one of my favorite colors in the Crayola box. It was always one of my favorites. Red, orange, and periwinkle. And the, what is it, that yellow, the buttery yellow? What was it called originally? I can't remember. Whichever yellow is that really buttery color. Those were my favorite colors in the Crayola crayon box. And did I say red orange? Red orange, periwinkle, that yellow. I can't remember the name of the yellow. Let's see how much you can shade with this, although that probably should be darker, not lighter. Oops. Just gonna start going crazy, but I can't do too much paint. I don't wanna. Yeah, that was kind of weird what I did. I think I need more black, actually. I may have to wait for that to dry a little bit. That might have kind of. I figure whatever I don't really like. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I got to do the rest of his body. Oh Lord, help us. What have I done? Okay, I might need the little palette thing on here. Oh, did you hear that? That was my stomach. I don't know why it did that. I ate. Yeah, I was saying I made fried cabbage, but I made it from the stuff that I found in the freezer, and I think was a freebie back when I was getting some subscription box, and it's supposed to be vegan hot dogs. But like, I don't want no vegan hot dogs. When I want a hot dog, I'm gonna get a hot dog. When I want to be vegan, I'm gonna go vegan, right? I don't like them kind of replacement kind of things. Because to me, they're nothing but processed food. They're another kind of processed food. No, I don't go vegan to eat processed food. But they're called. I think they're called undogs or something like that. Some things have like 710 milligrams of sodium per hot dog. I'm like, I called them. These are hot dogs. They're death dogs. This thing will kill you. So I never knew what to do with them because it's like, well, I'm not eating them like a hot dog because like I have to take one hot dog and like dispense it in a big pot of something so it can be the salt for the entire dish because then I'm only eating, we're only eating a portion of 710 milligrams of salt instead of eating the whole 710 milligrams individually. Oh man, that's like, even just saying that is like, goodness gracious. Who are you trying to kill? Vegan where? Vegan but salted up. Vegan with high blood pressure. That's messed up. See, that's why I don't like any kind of processed food. I don't care, vegan, carnivore, whatever. If it's processed, they usually have a lot of sugar or a lot of salt. And so which to me negates any good that thing would have been for you. It's like if I'm going to be bad, if I'm going to have a whole lot of sodium or whatever, I want it to be on something like good. Like I'll go to McDonald's or something like that. Like not that McDonald's is good, but sometimes it hits you in the right spot. I'll go for like McDonald's fries. Their fries are always good. The fries are always good. Oh my gosh. Um, have you ever made your choice of where you wanted to go for fast food based on the fries? I have. And that's caused me to go to McDonald's whenever I've gone to fast food. That's caused me to go to McDonald's many times over other places just because of their fries. It's like, well, I like Wendy's chicken Asiago sandwich, but I like McDonald's fries. Yeah. Yeah, so if I'm gonna get all that sodium, I'd rather get it from something that, straight up, like we know it's all there. We're not trying to be good. We want that. But anyway, so I made the fried cabbage with that, and it was good. It did turn out good, but I don't think the taste of those vegan hot dogs were so hot. No pun intended. And some actually, there were two in the package, and I put two. There were four in total in the package, and I used two. I'm throwing those other two away. There's no redeeming quality to them for me. They don't taste all that great, and they got all that sodium. Nope, garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Originally, I was thinking about using sausage, but I'm trying to use up stuff in the freezer that's just been kind of sitting there. And I thought, well, I couldn't justify throwing those away until I tasted them, saw what they tasted like. But now that I know what they taste like, yeah, garbage, 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 garbage. They're not bad in the fried cabbage. I like smashed them up, basically, chopped them up small. But yeah, they're nothing to write home about. And I can't wait to fry the other head of cabbage and without those. And I actually to try and minimize some of the sodium because even with just those two in a whole big pan of you know of it with the cabbage, half a cabbage head, it still was like what's it? It's just still had that kind of like I'm almost about to be salty taste to it. I'm like goodness gracious, these things are loaded. So I actually pureed half an apple and put it in there to kind of um, help minimize that and tip the scale. And it did taste good, but I thought, ooh, yeah, this would taste really good without them freaking death dogs. So next time I make it, I'm gonna make it without them things and do that apple thing I did again because that actually was good. You know how apple and cabbage do go well together anyway. So I don't know why I kind of don't want to mess with this spot, like pull any more blue over. I don't want it to be a lot. I don't know if I can. Can I? Or is it too dry? I almost want to pull a little over, but I also don't want to mess it up and lose that spot. So what time is let me look. I can look at my other computer actually. Yeah, so they're called like U dogs or undogs or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna call them in the garbage dogs because that's where they're going. Uh, where am I? Made a pot of rice, of course. Pot of white rice. I had shredded up some carrots, like long shreds of carrots that I put in there also. Oh, I'm on your page. I'm looking. I was like, "What is this pretty picture?" I'm on your page, Taylor. That was when I was looking to see if you were live. Okay, Amy, have a good nap. Your video is small at Blick Art Hall from. It says it's from a month ago. The picture on there. It's pretty. I was like, "Ooh, what's that?" And where was I going on here? I don't even remember. I don't remember. Shoot. Why is my computer working so slow? Mm, just that quick, I forgot where I was going. Oh, was I going to Annie's page? I think I might have been. So I did make kind of a dent on my desk here to where I kind of think I'm closer to a plan for. Oops. Wow. Sorry about that. Why does this keep doing that? Something wrong with my sound and my this other computer. It keeps like blowing out the woodwork. Okay, there it is. Come join me. Come join the birthday party. Okay, now I don't understand what happens when I do her Let me do that. Okay. And notify me. On my page. Sorry, a little bit of business here. Sometimes I post things on my wall just to remind myself, either to make sure you look at that, or what do you mean no matching results? Oh, do I have to do the repost thing? Why would I have to do that? Oh, it won't let me do it that way. Okay. So I need to go back to her page and do repost. But when I do repost, it doesn't show on my page. I'm going to just have to remember it. I got my notification on. It's at 8 p.m. I'm going to do repost. But when I do repost, I don't see it on my channel. That happened to me the last time. I didn't see it there. So it was like, that doesn't help because I need a reminder. I don't know how that works. At least now I remember. I know what time it is supposed to be. So I think I'm going to put on a Jason Lewis Mind Amend and just watch the pictures. Might give me some inspiration for this. No. Okay, now we got to make sure we don't get any music. Hold on one second. Let me mute. Okay, so now I just have the image. Okay, let's see. Next. So I could put brown in her hair. Or red. Or I could do these guys. And I have to put, what is that? I don't know what that is. Do we want to be daring and try and do her face? Dab, dab, dab. No, we're just going to do something. Ooh! I didn't expect that. Should have swatched it first. I'm going to stay with it. Because it's festive. I do kind of want a brown. Ooh! Well, that's how bright it could be. It's without a lot of water. But the good part is I can add water after and it won't be so red. It'll wash out. That is something I'm learning. So I just gotta get better at knowing how much is on it when. I love this filbert. That is kind of my favorite brush anyway, the filbert. You do so much with them. Oh wow, they don't have any cameras. Hey, Blue Skies. That's interesting. Why did they choose to not have any cameras? So they wouldn't be like, performing or making threatening looks. How old is Diddy now? How old is he? I'm not getting the right brown. What the heck? All these ones I'm getting are like kind of. Oh, that one's kind of good. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Jeez, maybe she is going to be a redhead. I keep going like this. It's kind of making it look that way. I did originally say I wanted to make her a redhead and changed my mind, but can't undo it. I'll know next time. Wow, those red lines are really dark. Hey, Mandy. Shoot, I have to make her a brunette to cover up those lines. I really need to cover it up with pencil. It's kind of intense. I didn't sketch yet today, but maybe I'll do that tonight. So everybody remember, it's Annie's birthday tonight. Annie Crafts for Hope, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is her live. Put a big old hole on that. Okay, that didn't do what I wanted to. Let's a bit more. Excuse me. Boy, that red is red. I'm not gonna be mad at it though. I'll do what I do. Where did I get that from? I don't even see it. Do I want it to be uneven? I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe we'll make that a thing. I don't know. Unless I give her brown here. But they were really just like being. I need her crazy. Well, I know Taylor's putting together a. She's putting together something on her patio, so and I might be giving her a little bit of grief. So she said she's listening. Yeah, I don't like how dark that is in a way, but then you know me, happy accident. We're gonna let her be. And also, I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want to get it too wet. Okay, this is probably where I should have started. It's this color. That might be keeping it out. It does a little bit. She's so cute. I shouldn't do this. I know I shouldn't do this, but and yet I'm doing it. See, I do this all the time. I say, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do this, and now I can't stop. It's not the perfect shape of her mouth, but could have done worse, I guess. I don't really go on Instagram much, so no, I didn't notice because, like, I don't, I hardly pay it attention. Like, Instagram, like, makes me frustrated, so I do very little on there, if anything. I know that you said you weren't on it anymore, though. I remember you telling me that. You have to do what you have to do. Sometimes you gotta back off from some things. Sometimes, you know. It's just like when I was talking about Netflix. That like there was one time when I felt like I just needed to get rid of it, and it was kind. People would say it was kind of crazy because I was grandfathered in because I had belonged to them from a long time, from when like the CD era where that was all they had were CDs. Um, so my how much I was paying for it was really like inexpensive compared to other people, but like it's just I needed to get rid of it, and so I did. Sometimes you just have to do that, and I haven't gotten it back, and I don't intend to unless I feel led that I'm supposed to. But like goodness gracious, I don't even really watch TV or anything, so um, and there's always something better I should be doing anyhow. I have Amazon Prime anyway. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes some things just take over and they're taking up space that and time that could be better spent elsewise elsewhere. And you just gotta cut it off. Sometimes there's some things I would cut off just to make sure that they weren't ruling me, you know? Like if I feel like I'm gonna be a whole basket case if I don't have this, then maybe I need to take a break from it and remember what's important. Oh, I like that. Okay, Miss, little Miss. Do I want to try contouring on her hands? And what time is it? How much? I've been on here 55 minutes. Okay. Kind of want to, let's see. We're going to need more than one round on this, I can see. I want to do as much as I can with the watercolors because I want to push myself. I don't want to, like, be trying to take shortcuts and things. And I'm like dirtying up every single brush in this case. But, yeah, I want to not take the easy way out and by using something I'm familiar with. Because otherwise I won't learn these things. I want to learn them. I want to learn them. And I want... I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we'll go to the the CSY paints. I'm gonna wash this off. And I'll do the shells. I really like this. This is like made for me. How compact it is. And it has so many colors in it. I love it. Hard to make a mess with it. I need that. Okay. So, I'll put that back in the box. Because I don't know what color I want their crowns to be. I don't know that. It looks like I still need to figure out what this is. I think this is him. No, it's her. It's probably her. She's supposed to be a mermaid. Okay, that just clicked all of a sudden. So yeah, I gotta figure out what color to make her thingy. I'm thinking turquoise. Like a dark turquoise. But for now. So yeah, so those things I gotta figure out. But I know I want to do the CSY watercolors for the shells. I want to stay into the watercolor zone as much as possible on this. So now, you know what? This is the nice thing about filbert. Because of the shape of them, they do nice. They work nice for you for kind of, I don't know, the shapes of things. Ooh, look at all that. It's like really, like you can see the metallic on it. I may have to flip my book. Whoops. Okay, we're not supposed to be flipping our brush. We're supposed to be flipping the book. And not even right now. Kind of amazes me how the watercolor stays metallic. It's like, how's that happen? I don't understand. I'm happy though, but I don't know how that works. So this is sticking a little bit despite my having crayon on there because I'm one of those people I don't know, I don't have the thing for doing backgrounds before I do the picture because I don't know what I want yet. I kind of want to let them be spotty like that. I kind of like that rather than being smooth. And it's doing that because of the crayon. We'll see how I said that totally like somebody from upstate New York. Crayon. The nasal. Ugh. I don't like my voice. I shouldn't say that though. But it's true. My voice annoys me. I was actually listening to one of my videos the other night. I can't remember why. I was listening to it, listening for something, and I kind of like how my voice sounds on if you put the speed up. What did I put it up to? I think I put it up to 2.0 or something. I liked it better. I was like, why don't I talk like that? That's more normal. I talk too freaking slow. My gosh, how can people listen to me? I think I have a weird voice. I remember one time I used to work in like this customer service office, and we used to answer phones like all day. And one time I had somebody called, and I think it was, I don't know, I think it was like an older guy or something. And I guess we were allowed to give like full names or something like that back then, because I did give him my full name. And then he asked, he goes, I think he said something like, "But you're white, right?" I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "No, I'm black." He's like, "You don't sound black." I'm like, "Well, I'm sorry." I was like, but like, I don't think sounding has anything to do with it. It was so weird. Just to get weird people on the phone. One time when I was working a part-time job at the newspaper, trying to sell subscriptions to the paper. Oops, I went all over the line and stuff. I was a little eager there. Um, and you had to cold call. It was awful, 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 awful. But it got me my first car, so I wasn't mad at that. But and the people there were interesting, but we kind of weren't supposed to be talking to each other. But we did anyway. We managed to. Um, but one call I had one night, and we would talk about our craziest calls. We would do that when we had a crazy call, and I had a crazy call, and I called the place, and like the funny thing is, it was a longer conversation than I've ever had with somebody who was supposed to be in the house, but in the conversation, the person says, "No, no, no, I'm not." Whoever the person was supposed to be. I says, "Oh," I says, "But you're answering the phone." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm robbing the house." I said, "You're robbing the house?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm robbing the house." I can't remember how the rest of the conversation went, but I don't know. I was actually on the phone with him for a little bit because it just was like, robbing the house. Like, you're answering the phone. Why are you answering the phone if you're robbing the house? Sorry to interrupt you. I think. Or do you think they'd want a newspaper subscription? It was just like, that was funny. Wish I could remember that whole conversation because it was really funny. And then I thought, is this person just pulling my leg, or are they really robbing the house? I think I asked him that even in that way a few times because I just was kind of like, what? That was a nice way to break up an evening, that phone call. Oh, that's light. Okay, this is one way for me to figure out what these colors are. Some crazy stories from being in retail. I kind of want this dark one, but I'm afraid. What if I do it and then it's like too dark? Okay, let's do an orange. It says it's orange. It looks like it's orange. What's it say? Is that golden rose or does it say peanut? Peanut butter. Which one is it? Peanut butter something? Oh. Since we got red in her hair. Yeah, I know I got purple on that one, but I'm going to change it. Whee! I hope I'm not going over one I already colored because I think I can hardly tell. Looks like I've used this one before. The green one is kind of really pale. I'm going to kind of move my head a bit to see it. Yeah, I'm still trying to get the hang as well. This is something I have to learn is when do you, like I know people put pencil over watercolor and can you do like pencil under watercolor too? Because I was thinking that with like these, like with the iridescent, well, I kind of wanted to color the lines first before doing the watercolor, but then I thought, well, I don't know then if I don't know, I didn't know if the watercolor would stick if I did that. Oops, I just dipped that in the wrong one. So they're saying we're supposed to get rain tomorrow through Friday or Saturday. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I think it's supposed to get warmer, which is another reason why I was like, well, come on today, um, a few times because it's probably going to get hot in this room and I'm not going to be up here, which means I won't be going live. I'll be in the house, other places of the house doing other things because it's still a little too early to put our air conditioners in because it keeps going down to like 40. So, somebody asked me if this is watercolor. Yes, this is watercolor. Sorry, I missed that question. Okay, let's try this color. I haven't tried this one, I don't think. So let's try this one. This is CSY Arts. Okay, I think I did that one. Did I do that one? Nope, I didn't. I did this one though. Didn't I? I have to look at it sideways to see. Is it iridescent? I mean, not the most sophisticated coloring page. Colored in coloring page. Referring to my work on it, but I don't know. It's something I'm learning, trying to learn watercolors. I restrained myself from using colored pencil on it because I wanted to make sure I was learning something. I see sparkle on that one. I don't think I see sparkle on this one. I probably should have gone in a row, kind of, but I don't know. Didn't happen like that. Boy, my stomach. It's that cabbage. Unless it's that non-hot dog hot dog. That crazy thing. Hour and 11 minutes. Okay. What have I not used? Really is something lacking in this page, but whatever. I'm just learning. I need to find one that's not colored. Plus, I don't. What this is like the third page I've colored in this book, so I don't really have a feel for it or approach for it or anything. So there's that too. Ooh, that's pretty. Iridescent when you look at it, when you flip it in the light. I'm trying doing that to see which ones I colored already, because one is kind of iridescent. I have to show those paints. I've got a set of acrylic paints that are actually iridescent, or they're pearlescent, or something like that. Um, I suppose I could use like the tiny tip, this guy, and go in and do the lines on these. But that sounds scary. I'm not sure if they'd be dark enough either. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know the process of how to put down color on using watercolor. Guess I don't know. What is that? Oh, that's a shell. Okay. Let's check. Okay, we got these under here actually. Blue under here. Okay, another check. Check, 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 check. Mm-hmm. That one, that one, that one. That one, it kind of has something on it. Let's go by row. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't have anything either. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 2. Maybe 3. Okay, let's do those first. Before we go any further. Did we use this color yet? Almost looks like we did, but did we use this? Let's go in a corner somewhere where it won't matter. Because I forgot that quick. Did I use that or not? I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, brush is getting a little too wet now. It's a little too saturated. It's funny because I almost thought about switching brushes and I said, nah, don't dirty another one. Don't want that one. Perhaps too much water. I want that one. See, I'm going to use this one. We're dirtying another brush. What else? I don't know. I'm going over that one anyway. Can't remember where that was status wise. Almost there. Why does it feel like it's much later than it is? My goodness. Maybe I need to take a nap too. I'm feeling like it's like 2 hours later than it is. Oops. Going on kind of clumpy. Ooh, it's pretty though. What else do I have? Makes me want to make one of these like that instead of what I had on them. Even. Okay. Do you want to go green? I don't really feel like I want to go green. What color? Okay, no. Let's see it. Yeah, I don't want that color. I was looking at this one. It's like, it's a pretty color, but I don't think I want it on this page. Okay, next. No, I missed. Let's have at least one. 1, 2. All the ones at the top? 3. Then these 2 around her. Okay, one more to go. I don't think I like that brush for this, so let's use this one. What else we got? I haven't used this one at all. It's a mermaid. Why haven't I? Well, we go on the side. We'll find out. That's weird. I don't think I want that on here. It's like a kind of bronzy color. I don't want that. We decided that real quick. Do this instead. Oops. Well, good thing it's a corner. It took all the pigment. The heck? That's wild. That has some on it. Why did it do that? Yes, I am not. I am not a watercolorist. I am not. Just in case you didn't already figure it out. I'm sure you already figured it out. I'm hacking my way through. Is this really the color I want? What's this particular one is acting weird. I almost got out my Jasmine Beckett Griffith book because I just realized I've got a mermaid book of hers, but I don't want any more whips in books I haven't colored in at all yet. I don't want to do that. So, but I don't know. Who knows? I may get the urge and just get it out anyway. I don't like this one. It has presents. I'm gonna wind up doing some of these over. Like do I have them all? So I need to do that one, but I can't. Those next to each other. Okay. Getting close to time to wrap up. Give myself an hour and 30 minutes. Kind of making that my sweet spot for how long to stay on. I don't know why that's turning out darker. Why is that? That already has some on the side. I have more. More than this one. I don't know. Oh, I don't want that next to each other, do I? Not really. A different color. But what? Uh-oh, see here, a bristle coming out. Oh, can't do that, I can't do that, I can't do that. Can I do this? Ugh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna pick anything. Okay. I think I. Oh, wait. One more. One more. Who's walking so loud downstairs? Someone's lighting up. Okay. Oh, there's another one. Just noticed this one. I'm about to mess this brush up. And another. I kind of want to do all of the shells. I want to get them all. No shell left behind. These really would have been fun to color with pencil, but oh well. That's all we'll be doing. Oh, the bristles coming out of here now. It's not a sign of a big brush. FYI. Okay. That is it. Oops, don't fall anymore. Okay, I gotta go wash these. Okay. Anything over there? It's not really. I'm gonna wash it. So, let's clean this first. The spirit of Ivy Pearl Clever Swirl is on me. I gotta clean this palette off first before I close this. That's good. I need that to rub off on me. And my supplies won't be all over the place. Okay. I might put down a little better, but there we go. Okay. Where's my portal thing? So that is it for me today. I think I did a lot. I mean, it wasn't, I don't know. I don't know that I had a plan for it, but I kind of wish it were brighter, but okay. But we're playing around with watercolor. We're trying to figure it out. I don't know why I put it all in your face like that. Can you see the sparkle? So, yeah. So that's it. Twice in one day. I will see you all over at Annie's place. Like actually, I can I oh yeah, I couldn't post it on my wall. Let me look it up. Hold on. To give you her um channel. If you don't know, and make sure I don't get any sound because this thing be acting all crazy. Annie her crafts. Oh, oops, gotta be on the right computer. There we go. Can I copy? How this works? Copy link address. Or I can copy her community wall. That's what I'll do. So I make sure it shows up. Oh, where am I? So this is where many of us will be tonight. Check her community wall for her live that's going to be for her birthday, which is today. And that's at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And thank you for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching on the replay. And bye-bye.